What's going on, guys? It's Greg here today, and I know it's been a very long time since I've said that, probably a couple months. As you guys know, I was job searching. Well, the reason I disappeared is because I actually did end up getting a job, and now that I'm settled in with my job and pretty much getting, started on that, I feel really comfortable enough to come back and start making some videos now that I pretty much have my daily schedule and routine established. Wasn't really playing as much COD as I normally would just because of work and all that kind of stuff now that I'm employed and out of school and everything, so anyways, moving back to Call of Duty here. So figured now would be a great time to start uploading again, especially since Vanguard is right around the corner, and we have some Black Ops Cold War gameplay in the background. I know you're probably seeing this in your sub box, and got all the Vanguard people uploading their videos, and why would you ever click on a Cold War video? But here we are. So yeah, anyways, Zoo, this map, Zoo, I wanted to play some Zoo 24/7. You guys are seeing here the matchmaking progress in the background, just getting into a gameplay, put on some nostalgic score streaks for your viewing pleasure today. We got the VTOL Escort, aka the gunship in Black Ops 1. We got the Harp, aka the SR-71 Blackbird. We also have the Chopper Gunner, aka the Chopper Gunner. Who'd have ever thought? But the reason I put these streaks on because I wanted to really feel like I was playing Black Ops 1, and there's something that really disappointed me about playing Zoo that maybe you guys might have noticed if you played this map during Black Ops 1. So back in the day, Zoo was a medium-sized map, I would say, for Black Ops 1. There were some large maps in the game, like Array, Cracked, what was the other one? Crisis. Those were pretty much large maps back in the day. But Zoo was a pretty medium-sized map, and I feel like a lot of people in today's Call of Duty players, Call of Duty standards, all that kind of stuff, to them this is probably a large map in its current size. And right now, to me, this is a small, medium-small, or as the gym bros like to call it, the smedium-sized map. And I started getting a little bit pooped on here in the beginning. You guys will see. Overall, the score I think was 65-5 or 55-5, something like that. But a little bit of a rough start with all these Tech 9s and Marshals until I just decided to say screw it and pull out the Marshals as well. But back to what I was saying about the map Zoo. So this whole right lane here, see all this room right next to me? That was actually part of the map, and it allowed for, there was like a sniper perch you could sit on both sides. There was some great flanking opportunities for submachine guns, assault rifle play. Just this map, in my opinion, was amazing back in the day. And don't get me wrong, it still is a great map here in Black Ops Cold War. But I am disappointed that Treyarch really just cut down the map size to tighten it up and make it feel a little bit more fast-paced, I guess. And in my opinion, the reason I'm disappointed is because we already have so many tight maps in this game. Think of, like, Garrison, or even, like, Crossroads Strike is super fast-paced. Nuketown, Hijack, Raid, Standoff. Like, every map in this game is small, medium small, like everything feels the same, and I just want some variety. So when I heard Zoo is coming back, I was like, perfect, a nice medium-sized map, which in this game, like I said, it's a medium-sized map, especially because of how the movement system is in Cold War. The overall movement is much sped up compared to previous Call of Duty games. So, in my opinion, everything is my opinion, of course, that I'm saying here, nothing, everyone's subject to their own feelings and all that kind of stuff, but in my personal opinion, that I felt that I really wish this map in particular was a little bit more like the older days, and it was still a bigger sized map, had that extra lane for the more variety in pacing, the gunplay, just the variety of weapons you can use. I mean, if you guys know the original map, I'm going to put a link in the description so you guys can see the original map, maybe around the point in time where I'm talking about. I think someone made a video on it, and you guys will see what I'm talking about. It's near the aquarium, that side where I was on, where you can go underneath in like the lion's den, and you'll see, or maybe it's the gorilla pit, I don't know. Shout out to Harambe, rip Harambe. But, yeah, so you guys understand what I'm saying here is, like, I wish they wouldn't have cut it down. And last year, I actually liked how Infinity Ward changed, Backlot. I felt Backlot actually played a little bit better than the original Backlot. There's a little bit more flanking opportunity. They cut down the useless basement of construction that literally nobody ever used. I don't think I've ever gotten a single kill or been killed back on Call of Duty 4 in Backlot. But this year, it questions me to why they decide to cut down this lane. I even hit up Cornrow Wallace on Twitter because I really wanted to understand what the design philosophy was. I didn't get a response, obviously. Just knocked over an empty Gatorade bottle. Gross. I need to clean that up out of my room. But it's just like, to me, it's like, man, I really wish they would have just kept this the same for variety's sake. Now, of course, if the maps were a little bit larger in Cold War and we had a little bit more variety in 6v6 and 12v12 with the map sizes, I probably wouldn't have complained about this change, but it's just like, for me, you know, I feel like Cold War really lacks variety in the map department, and that's one of the weaker spots of this game, besides the score streak system. Moving back, the main reason I didn't really like to upload Cold War that much this year was I felt this game was not really an enjoyable game to watch because of how the score streak system worked, as well as all the air patrol spam, which you guys will see my shit gets air patrolled quite a bit in this video. Now, one of the things is I kind of baited the air patrols with my harp. I'm not really too concerned about keeping a harp up if I am running a VTOL escort and a chopper gunner. I mean, the harp at this point I'm really just using to put together that chopper gunner, even though I don't really need it at all. I could have probably just thrown on a strafe run or something for a few extra kills, but I decided to bait the air patrol with that harp, and you know, it's not really feeling so Black Ops 1-y with that air patrol being in the game, but we'll get off the nostalgia glasses right now. But back to what I was saying, you know, the score streak system, the requisition streaks, it makes sense why the air patrol is there. It makes sense why the air patrol is cheap. Because, you know, you don't really have to streak to get these streaks, right? Like, yeah, I'm on a 13 right now and got him, but I could go on multiple 5s throughout the game and still get these streaks. So I understand why the air patrol is where it is, and I understand why they made it so it can counter other air patrols. But at the same time, it just doesn't allow for a lot of dynamic gameplay where you truly feel like you've earned those streaks and you've been popping off. And it's been my complaint this whole year. It's not been bad enough to where, you know, it made me stop playing the game. If anything, I would say the map design in this game, and like I said, how little of variety there is. Every map feels like a nuke town on this game. And for me, I like variety. I like variety of pacing. Some games I want to play on a shipment, you know, where it's really small and tight. And other times I want to play on like a... Jeez, I don't know how many of you guys have been playing Call of Duty since Modern Warfare 2, so I'll try to use a recent example. Modern Warfare 19. What's a big map in Modern Warfare 19? Anya Palace 10v10. Sometimes I just want to play a pacing of, you know, that kind of map, right? Just chill. Have different engagements. Have different variety, but I just felt this game lacked that, so... That's the reason I didn't really upload too much Cold War this year. I felt like it was just really not a year of entertaining content just because of the way the game was played out, and I ended up running pretty much the same kill streaks every single game. I mean, I was running Air Patrol Harp and like Gunship all year long, playing Combined Arms and 6v6. Sometimes I'd switch to Chopper Gunner for 6v6, or I'd run the Strafe Run. You know, there wasn't going to be a lot of variety in my gameplay, but I want to start just switching things up now that this game's old and I don't really care about it all that much anymore, and plus now I work, you know. I just kind of play COD when I can. I have over 300 nuclears. I did hit that milestone. But that's another thing, is I've noticed that on YouTube that a lot of people right now that are uploading these videos, they just upload the same stuff. It's like Nuketown gameplay with a nuke and score streak weapons, you know, just the only thing they go for is the nuke. And for me, I feel like that what made YouTube so great back in the day was just seeing the variety of the gameplay. I don't know if you guys watched Elite Shot back in like Ghosts and Advanced Warfare, or even like the Mark of J back during the Black Ops 3 era. They were always switching up their guns, the attachments, the kill streaks they were running. They always switched up what they were doing, and it wasn't always just a nuke, it wasn't always just 100+, it wasn't always Blackbird, Chopper Gunner, Dogs, if you're watching Black Ops 1, you know, like, there were a lot of different variety in the gameplay you would watch, and for me, I feel that's what makes entertaining gameplay. So, my channel, you know, if you guys want to watch your nuke-tators, we'll call them, the nuke-mentators, you know, the people that commentate nuclear gameplays, I don't know what you want to call them, nuke-mentators, we'll call them that, you'll have them. I'll still upload nuke gameplays, you know, but I feel they're just not special anymore, and I feel that in this day and age on YouTube, what really makes gameplay special whenever I'm watching it is if I find somebody that's actually doing that, switching up what they're doing every single game, switching up their classes, switching up their guns, switching up their perks, weapons, or I already said weapons, I meant attachments, all that kind of stuff. And to me, that's what makes entertaining gameplay. And on top of that, I'm going to bring back the tips and tricks. I'm going to try to go over what's going on in my mind whenever I am playing that match. So that's going to be the future content here till Vanguard comes out. I plan on uploading videos like Modern Warfare 19 for Vanguard because I watched the game. My friend ImJor streaming. Go follow him. I'll put him in the description so you guys can follow him. He's almost at 430 subs, or not subs, followers. Let him hit it. But yeah, I'm going to try to bring that stuff back for Vanguard. Anyways, I'll see you all soon. Peace.